Perfect, perfect, perfect. So just in front of you there, you can begin to see the old walls of the city, where we have the oldest door of Barcelona, Porta Madrona. Va despacito así no puedo explicar. Porta Madrona is just on the opposite side of the 15th centuries. But on the right, where you can see that bridge, you see, that is a big commercial center that is open all the days of the year. So today is Sunday. In some area you can find not always the open shops, but there that is very close. If you need something, so you can find also there. On the left hand side, instead of, you can see the beautiful, very amazing Museum Maritime. Inside you can find the reproduction of the ship of Lepanto. Amazing museum. If you want to see something interesting, very close where you are, you can go there. On the left hand side, instead of, you can see the beginning of the Ramblas. Hacemos una vuelta que se ve la Ramblas también. The Ramblas is that famous street long that unite this part where we are straight close at the statue of Cristoforo Colombo. There is a lift that goes up to the main square of Barcelona, Plaza Catalunya, that then after we will go through. You see, this is the long street Rambla. They are restoring completely the street because they will make all this down part much more green with trees, and then will be all unite the floor. So will be only will pass just there public transportation and like policemen. That's it. For the rest, no cars will pass. Will be 90% pedestrian street. So will be much nicer. In front of you can see the ex-Duana of Barcelona. This one just in front. Very beautiful, in which we also have we use the ex-Duana for pay the taxes, unfortunately. So it doesn't change through the year. We always have to leave the little market of all things of Barcelona. And then you can see the little ship, the blue one, espera, Golondrinas. That one make the tour next to the port. On the right hand side, instead of, you can see that the big hotel is called Hotel Vela. Was created right on the beach from the architect Bofill. From the Hotel W, that is called that area of Barceloneta. Muchas gracias. On the left, you can see this historical part is the oldest part of Barcelona, Ciutat Vella, old city. So this part is the old city. And towards the right, you can see there is exposition of reproduction of all these days, because on 26th they goes away, of ship during the 15th and 16th century. That you can see on the right hand side. It's very beautiful. That is the sailing sailing boat area of Barcelona. Behind we leave the port of Barcelona, where we have on one side the cruises and on the other side ferries. Then consider that 80% what we have in our home is coming by the sea. In this area very close we have a church that is called La Mercedes. It's very important, La Mercedes, although the church, few people they go to visit it in 1 year. Está cortado. Vamos a la derecha. No, mira, al final tenemos que ir a la derecha. Look, as amazing. This one come from Holland, I think. I was reading on the newspaper. On the left, you can find the main post office of Barcelona, Correos. Just yeah, the main post office. Vamos a la derecha, ¿no? Estamos haciendo una película allá, también donde vivo yo cerca, toda la noche, están en todos lados. No pasa nada. No se ve nada aquí. And then, yes, sunrise. On the right hand side here we have the zoo, the aquarium Barcelona. In this area, mira la bicicletta, cuidado con la bicicletta. Then here on the right you can see the Museum of the History of Barcelona. Very, very important. Vamos con Arco de Triunfo por allá. Sí, vamos por Passeig de Gracia. Perdónenme, pero... sí, después, ¿no? So that is Barcelona. This museum is very interesting too, like Museum Maritime, Museum of the History, and under front seat, you can find a very good restaurant where you can eat the paella. On the right hand side, far away, you can see the two towers, the Olympic Village, so cold. And now, in front of you, we have the University Nautic of Barcelona. Mainly, in Barcelona, we have really a lot of university because Barcelona is a big city. They are in many parts. So once it was only in one part, in Plaza Universitat, now they are divided in different areas of Barcelona. Un poquito despacito aquí cuando se ve la... On the left hand side also you can see under these arches the oldest restaurant of this area, Sete Puertas, 7 doors. It's right there. Huh? And now we are going on the right. And these two lights that you can see, you see, espera, non corre, porfa. See these red lights, the down part, is called, they were made from the architect Antoni Goudi. Antoni Goudi wanted to make the lights for all Europe, for all Barcelona, but at the end, this project never go through. And at the end, he only could make 4 lights, 2 there in Plaza Palau, and other 2 in Plaza Real. Plaza Real it is. If you stay one day more in Barcelona, and if you want to go up through the Ramblas, where I showed you before, 10 minutes walking there towards the right hand side, the first nice square with music, with atmosphere, is called Plaza Real, where there is also a very famous restaurant called Ocaña that reminds the name of a famous painter that lived there during 1917 and 18. There's the Jamboree and very beautiful restaurant. Espera un poquito, vai despacito. This is the oldest railway station Barcelona, Estación de Francia, 929. This one. Very nice, beautiful railway station. And now in front of you we see Parco de la Ciutadella. Va despacito porque la gente si no, es que también está condicionado. This Parco de la Ciutadella, we are straight inside a zoo. Then in front of, there is a little church, and going straight that way, you can reach the Parliament of Catalonia. This area was created also, recognized for the Universal Exposition Barcelona. This is our serras where they used to cultivate trees and plants. Here on the right hand side instead of, you can see these big buildings that was created for the moment like a restaurant and bar. That is very interesting. In this one, after this was transformed in Museum of the Science, and actually they are restoring. You see, when you see the net, because often it happens that from America, when you come, you say, why we have the net on? The net are because they have to restore, and they're afraid they can fall down pieces. They put the net for safety. When you see monument with the net, they're waiting to be well perceived.
We thought they were for the pigeons.
That's why I tell you, because I've discovered after many years that of course where you come from is all new. Here we have this kind of problems. The use for this, but the net also, you know that they are used also for the olives oil, you know, olive trees. They put under so they can collect easily. When the olives falls down, they can collect. So the net is used many places. Inside this park, there is an artificial lake, and then there is a wonderful big fountain that is very in the deep part of the park at the end. So if today or tomorrow you stay longer, if you want to walk there, it's a very beautiful fountain because it also was created with the help of the great architect Antoni Goudi that at that time was young. Look on the left, the Arch of Triumph. Look at amazing. So when it was created, this in the arrive at the park. This is one of my favorite areas of Barcelona because you can have a whole history, green park, and also you are very close at the sea. You saw that we are very close to Barceloneta. In few seconds, instead of on the right hand side, we will find the Palace of Justice. This is in reality the place for only the important people, VIP, let's be honest, like the ex-president of Catalonia. Have a look here, they always control this. Beautiful. Or for instance, when Messi got problem with the bills, those people go through that gates. I always think about that it's better not to never go through that gates of Palace of Justice. Because beautiful Arch of Triumph. Like it?
Yes, very pretty.
Barcelona is divided in districts. Entrance of the underground of Barcelona. We have a different line. We have the red one, we have the yellow, the blue, so different one that function very good. for the coast of the city, like Tossa del Mar and so on, in that direction. Look as amazing, beautiful, the Arch of Triumph on the left. And this is instead of Paseo San Juan, they completely restored that places. They create a little garden, and then on the way you will see that you can find many places here in Barcelona that people can go with the bicycle. And this they created in the last few years, so people can go on the bicycle and can be safety. They try to improve people here in Barcelona much more to take public transportation like bus, coach, tram, underground than to take their own cars. In fact, usually the people, the resident, they the resident mostly they don't have a car. They don't need a car for living in the city of Barcelona. Otherwise, they need to park, and it costs money. And in reality, if you work in Barcelona and you don't need for nothing. If you want a car, usually people like to rent only for a few days when they need it. Actually, it's much more easy with internet. Before it wasn't possible, but now it's possible. You can see the lights right on the top of you. This one. They prepare for Christmas time. On the 24th will be open the lights in Barcelona at 6 p.m. So usually once they open the lights for Christmas time on the 8th of December. Now everything's come early. A little bit early. Barcelona got more or less 2 million people that live here. So the region, it is called Catalonia, and we speak two languages, Spanish and Catalan.
How much the rent for
At least 1,000 euro. What?
One bedroom.
Yes, it's very. The point is that in Barcelona the salary is not so high, so that's the problem. So for a family in the last period, it is quite difficult. There's a big speculation, no? You know that speculation exists in all parts of the world. It happens also here. In some country, they protect the renting for the people. Like if you go in Austria, in Vienna, 50% of the apartments own to the city hall, so they can afford. Here it's not like this. They should make. I don't know when they wake up. You know, because otherwise the people, the young couple, they don't get married, they don't make children, and so on. You know, that's the point. So, yes, that's the point that had to change. No, if I was a person, I'd make like this. No, if you don't have stability, people never try to make one step more. This is true. One step instead of us. We will reach the Plaza Catalunya, the main square of Barcelona that we will see. And together we will go through the most elegant street of Barcelona, Passeig de Gracia. Plaza Catalunya, so if you go through all the Ramblas, lentamente, porque también por llegar allí vamos despacito, tampoco podemos On the left it is Plaza Catalunya, okay? They open the fountains later. And this is all the historical part of Barcelona. Yeah. McDonald's is already open. Yeah. Then it's a Fargi, nice cafe place of Barcelona. Fargi. This is Fargi. 1957. You see, just on the right, that is the beginning of Passeig de Gracia. Okay? This on the left, it is the big commercial center, Corte Inglés. Today is closed, this one. It's important to know that it's closed. When we go through Passeig de Gracia, if you can begin to see the floor, it's a special design, the floor, because it reminds the floor that was created from Antoni Goudi in Casa Milan, the one that we will see in a few seconds. Because now we go through Passeig de Gracia and we see these amazing houses created from Antoni Goudi, this architect. Va despacito aquí. If you go straight that way, you can reach Plaza Universitat, and just there you can find the amazing big university of the 15th century. That is an amazing big construction. On Monday is open the atrium and the botanic garden behind. So in case you stay one day more, a little botanic garden you can find there. On the right and the left, we begin to go through the Apple Store. Here you can find the most known shop. On the right, you can see in the left these amazing lights. You see these lights? Yeah. 1905, made from Falques. And then, just in front of us, this street go on the right and the left in front of us is called Gran Via Les Corts Catalanes, the longest street of all Barcelona. If you go walking from this point by foot, more or less, let's be honest, going not fast, at 35-40 minutes, you can reach Plaza de España. After Plaza Catalunya, it is the biggest square of Barcelona, which we can find the biggest museum. No. Once he wanted to make, before the pandemic, he wanted to make like a theater of Broadway. He's in his dream. I don't know if we'll ever succeed in it, but you know, I respect him because he tried to maintain his not think only about the money, so you want to have a dream. Let's hope that one day you will succeed in it. Now, if you see Oasis on the right hand side, you can see the cross of the pharmacy that now is closed, El Nacional. If you go through this place, El Nacional is open at 12 o'clock, not before. It's a very nice place in which you can take tapas, drink, in Liberty style. It was a garage in that last few years. It was completely transformed, really beautiful. Towards the left, now you can see the first masterpiece made from, after Antoni Goudi, an amazing architect, Muntaner. The same architect that made the Palau of the Music. That house on the left. Mira se no tiene ningún coche que viene a la izquierda o a tocar. No campa la vida. Muy bien. This is Lloret Morera, so-called this house. In that time, in 1905, he built this amazing house. And then I used to rent the upper part, okay? Then the other house that is open with the green part of the windows is Casa Matelecas de la Chocolate, created from Puig Cadafalch. And the last amazing house, it is my house of the dream. You like it? I wish. Yeah. When I see this, I say that this is my love, Antoni Goudi. I cannot go Look at amazing this house. With the little lights. But in case one day you want to make a party, knows that you can make it. You can rent that place. Very beautiful. Casa Bayo. It's important to know that a house, Antoni Goudi, he created not complete, and in the sense, Bayo bought that buildings that was simple. He want to destroy, but Antoni Goudi said, amazing door in rovere. On the right you can see the Hotel Majestic, the Despacito, Pamarentino. Oh my God. If you go up, although you're not the guest, you can go up the roof terrace of the hotel, take a brunch, a drink, a coffee, whatever, just to let you know. So it's nice. Parallel to the street is very elegant. It's called Rambla Catalunya. Rambla Catalunya. No, Ramblas. Rambla Catalunya. You can find a lot of coffee, restaurants, elegant houses of the last century. On the right, you can see this second house. Ahora va más despacito, por favor. Bravo. Bravissimo. On the right, look at this amazing house. See this house? It's not my house. Look at the two chimney right on the top. You can stand up. See? That one reminds me, because you can find this element in the Sagrada Familia. So look, the entrance so big, because Antoni Goudi made the first under parking for the city, for the owner, because Mila Pedrera, Casa Pedrera, so called, got a beautiful Rolls Royce. And so Antoni Goudi created for him, so he entered directly from the main door. Un despacito, William. The balcony, you see, so special. When it was done, this house, in reality, the people, the residents, they didn't like it. And when they see all these iron, they say that, oh my God, look like that aeroplane crash on it. All these apartments are 200 meters square, because they are created in a very special way. You know Venice?
Venice, yeah.
In Venice? Venice is built up with a big stick of wood under the sea, until it's there. Here, Antoni Goudi took the inspiration from the thank you. Gracias, William. Look at the floor. You see this floor? Of course, much nicer with ceramic green. You can find inside of this house that was sort of Casa Mila. So, my dear, now we are going towards the Sagrada Familia. But on the way, we will see also another very beautiful house. It's also a spectacular house. To check it 1 second. Look on the right in front of us. In a few minutes, you can see Casa Funches. This house, in reality, onto the moment, was created from 3 sisters that want to live together, but have a different apartments there. And I have a special house also there. All those people, they were very rich. In that time, the Liberty style began to be very important. And modernism here in Barcelona really make some masterpiece, especially from the point of the buildings. So the three architects that I mentioned, Pichi Cadafat, Montanero, Antoni Goudi, were the one much more famous in that moment. And next year they will make an event for Montanelconi. And look like a castle of North Europe. I don't know if you ever see North Europe, or perhaps you see some postcards, because at last we always have the chance to see from internet some places. Imagine that Antoni Goudi never traveled outside. Look, spera un momentino. Look under the terrace. Look at the details of the ceramic. There's nothing that live without thinking, you see? All margaritas. Oh, my name is there. Oh. Why I don't have this house so much?
Visca Margarita.
Visca Margarita, yes. Yes, that's right. Okay, gracias, William. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, ahora podemos ir.
Gracias.
So you see how far it is the Sagrada Familia. Remember this, the distance is when he was young, he owned to the association of excursion of the mountains of Catalonia. So he used to trade a lot his body, to go up and down. So, you know, when you trade always every day a lot, although he was old, he used to keep it the body and a good walking through all the city of Barcelona. The Sagrada Familia is important to know that we will see external one is not yet finished. That is very, very important. It's not yet finished. It's still under construction, so it's like working in progress, and it's nice for everyone, but also for us, because every day we can see something new, and this is not so bad. Unfortunately, a few days ago died. He got 90 years old. His name was Villagrao. But thanks to God, his son was working with him, so the tradition gets on. Instead of Antoni Goudi never get married, he didn't have any children. So with him, we finished to have one genius like him, because you know sometimes some special ideas or genius come through the family. Sometimes it happens in this way. Antoni Goudi was born in Reus, more or less 17 kilometers from Barcelona. When he finished the degree, his teacher, professor said, oh, he's a crazy, oh, he's a genius. Che pasa? And we know that was really a genius crazy, because still now, after 1 century, we open our mouths when we see this extraordinary and amazing, beautiful monuments that he made. When we reach the Sagrada Familia, in a few seconds we will see by bus, but we will reach by feet, slowly. It's important to always be careful with your belongings, although it's early in the morning, but we will go up, we make the turn around the Sagrada Familia, yes?
Yes.
And then after, I will give you, as the program, some free time nearby Sagrada Familia, a place where they plant so many trees, and this kind of discovering was in the last few years. Now on the right, have a look, this amazing Sagrada Familia, Holy Family.
Oh, mira, aquí atrás patina.
Mira un poquito. Oh. You like it?
Amazon, yeah. This is in Jakarta.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh.
When you see the stars right on the right hand side, you see, that was settled just last year, 7 December 2021. It's important to know that the darkest part, it is the oldest part of the Sagrada Familia, okay? Whilst the widest one, it is the newer. It's impressive. I have to be honest. Daytime or night, it's always very impressive.
Can people go in and tour it?
You need to have a ticket entrance. Here you need a ticket entrance to go inside. On the right you can see this, the other part of the Sagrada Familia, the lateral one, the glory. Huh? So now we will go buy food together, yes? Keep all your stuff, all belongings. The little radio will be open, yes?
Yes.
Then, wherever, when I give you free time, always be careful with your belongings, yes?
Yes.
Women and men,